What's up, y'all? I am back for another video. Sorry for the mix-up. I was originally gonna review Spy Who Loved Me, but the thing I was watching it on, it kept fucking up. And I just didn't have enough time to watch it because it was kind of long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch it maybe sometime later this week, and then either I'll try to release it, review it maybe on the weekend before I review some other movies. So what I'm gonna do now, since I'm doing the video I was gonna do tomorrow, right now, tomorrow, I guess I might just bite the bullet and review Evil Dead Rise. I'll spoil it. I'll put spoiler in the title, and I'll make sure to put spoiler in the title. And I actually, for the first time at least in a while, I probably won't put a tagline, at least not yet. Maybe when more people watch it and stuff, then I'll probably put a thing, but it's just gonna say spoiler review. At least just so I give more people, because I don't want to I kind of want to give more people a chance to watch it. So, but what today I'm gonna do, since I'm not doing the Spy Who Loved Me, I'll probably try to review that on the weekend. If not, then I'll probably just save it for next Tuesday. But today I saw a Screenrant. This was 2 weeks ago now. And I understand they're clickbait, but I just felt like roasting this. It's not an article, but it's a list they did, or ranking of the Predator survivors. And for one, it doesn't make any sense because they're including characters from AVP when those movies aren't canon. And if you're just sticking with Predator protagonists, there's only been there's only 4 movies. Predator, granted, for me, there's only 2, but Predator, Predator 2, Predators, I guess The Predator, but you don't, AVP are kind of its own thing. It's weird. See, it's the same thing, I don't count AVP as part of the Alien franchise either, so it's weird that you're including these characters just so you can do a list. But the fact that you have Naru at number 1, I'll go through each, but I'm not going to go them in order. I'm just going to kind of just talk about them at random. The fact you have Naru at number 1 just for Prey, which I'm going to kind of go on a side rant about Prey before I go into the list. But my problem with Prey in general is how that kind of benefit of the doubt I got, because, well, at least it wasn't The Predator, when it's not a good movie. It's not awful, and I'll admit it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but being better than The Predator doesn't mean it's a good movie on its own. Naru was boring. She was such a boring lead. She was so one note. At least Dutch, with the fact that at least he was number 2. He wasn't low. But the AVP characters to me don't make any sense. Alex Woods, I do like her from AVP 1, but she's not a Predator character. I don't count her as in the Predator universe. It was it's almost like if you're going to do Elseworld kind of thing, that's kind of what the AVP movies are. And the fact that they're trying to make them canon just so you can do a list, but the fact that you have Roy, hold on, let me kind of, but I'm gonna go in on just Prey was just mediocre at best, but Naru was boring. She was so one note. Just she wanted to be a hunter. That's it. There's nothing else. Her brother was probably a far more interesting character. He should have been the lead. And even then, I wouldn't have put him above fucking Dutch. Dutch is what made Predator. He was and the fact you didn't need to know a lot about him. He didn't need to be this. And then the fact that you just knew he was willing to fight when it came to the end, And then, yeah, you have fucking Mike Hannigan. The fact that they have the characters from Predators, which I didn't mind, but they were just they were okay, but they're not above Mike. Mike was kind of like Dutch. I like that he was a cop, in a bad part of town, and when push came to shove, even though it was some weird shit, he fucking fought the Predator and was worthy adversary for the Predator, and that's kind of the point. I didn't feel like Royce was just kind of a poor man's Dutch in that final fight with the super yacha, like, and I'll admit the one thing I'll give Screen Rant this, they at least put the people from the Predator at the bottom because they were just forgettable as fuck. But why are we? Naru had nothing about her. The Screen Rant, you're so retarded. Stay out of Predator 2. You don't. Duchess is the simplicity of his character is what made it work. Naru was just nothing. You can't even call it simplicity. There's nothing there. She was bored. I mean, besides the boring aspect, I can say that a million times. But she was, she had no. I honestly think she didn't really have any presence. She didn't feel like there are just certain actors and actresses who shouldn't be leads of movies. And I think, I'm sorry, I'm not. I think her name is Amber Midthunder. Not trying to be mean to her, but she just doesn't have that lead aspect at all. That's why I felt like she feels like she could be maybe a co-star if her brother was like the main character, but they try to force her and she's just, there's nothing there. I'm not gonna say she's a bad actress. I think she can work maybe as a side character. It's just she just should not lead a movie, and there was just nothing there. I watched Prey twice, and I just felt like Naru had nothing about her. And also really didn't help that, like, the other aspect, I think Dutch and Mike have the advantage. They have great characters to, especially Dutch, have great characters to bounce off of. Daru had nothing. Her brother, but her brother's not really in the movie a lot. There's most of the time he's fucking captured and then he gets killed. They escape and then he gets killed. There's not really much to it besides that. Throughout the film, the camaraderie between Dutch's team and then Mike and his fellow police officers, like, it's frustrating to me that they want to put Naru on this list, who there's nothing about her, and I don't even know if it most likely will. They probably will do another one with her, and I just don't. There's nothing there. And the second movie, what? There's nothing, like, there's no, what, she's gonna try to be a hunter like her brother. Okay, cool. They don't even really, I think the other problem that I just thought of this, they didn't explore her family life really. There's like the one scene, but they didn't really explore her characters. I'm like, how can you put her number one when there's nothing with her? There's no character she bounces off of really, because most of the film she's with her. I like dogs, but she's just with a dog the whole time. She can't talk to it. She can't, it can't talk back to her. I mean, so there's no character she bounces off of for most of the film. So when you have that, you just have nothing. And I just think that's what she is. And the fact they put her number one just is insane to me. That's why I made this video, just because it's like, you don't understand Predator Screen Rant. And I think also we got to include the final fight. What makes the Predator protagonist great. I really like the final fight between Arnold and the Predator is classic, but if I had to say fight just by fight, I kind of prefer the fight between Predator and Harrigan from the second one. This on the city, on the rooftops, and it went everywhere, and it was actually a fight somewhat. Whereas Arnold was like almost more setting a trap. He was getting beat up, and then he was like kind of more setting traps. Whereas this was like with Harrigan, it was like an actual fight. And then I'm just with Royce, his fight, and Isabel wasn't there because they kind of just put both of them, but really it was just Royce. He's an okay character. I like Adrian Brody, but his final fight, the guy, actually the Yakuza guy with the Predator was a way better kind of fight than what we got with that, because what we got was just basically the first movie fight, but kind of not as good. So it frustrates me that they didn't even think about that. So anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, so I just kind of wanted to do this today, at least so I can get a video out. And sorry about the confusion with them. So I'll try to do from Spy with The Spy Who Loved Me either this weekend before review like Sisu, or I'll just save it for Tuesday. But tomorrow, since this was supposed to be the video I was supposed to do tomorrow, but I'm doing it today. So tomorrow, I will be I'll figure something out what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But I'm leaning towards maybe finding something else to review that's just kind of random, but we'll see. But I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, and I'll figure out. Maybe something will come to me after the video. But take one more hit and fuck Screenrant. Screenrant are gay part 3. There could be a part 4 if I find something else. We'll see. But cheers, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. So never mind. Fucking can I? I'm doing Evil Dead Rise tomorrow. It'll be a spoiler review. I was gonna wait to watch it again. I might still, depending on how tomorrow goes. Maybe I'll squeeze it in and watch it again. It's not that long of a movie, so if not, I'll just review it tomorrow. But yeah, it'll be a spoiler. And I won't put like a tagline until like more people watch it. But as usual, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Screenrant is gay. Peace.